Alan and Barry shared a box of stickers in the ratio 3:2. So you can put A is to B. Okay, so Alan gave 20% of his stickers to Clara, who had none, 0 at first. Okay, so find the ratio of Alan's to Barry to Clara after Alan had given Clara the stickers. Okay, so the thing about a confusing part could be this. How do you handle 20% of 3? Yeah, so it's going to be a bit tough. So you can change 20% to a fraction, which is 1/5, something that you must remember. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to do before and after table. A is to B is to C. Then we have before. Then we have gave. Then we have after. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do right here is we're going to just label 3 is to 2. And for the fact that 1/5 times 3, you'll get 3/5 as well, which is not friendly. And we want to have whole numbers. So we times 5. So we can 15 is to 10. So what this does to this is when we have 1/5 of 15, we got a nice whole number, which is gave, which is 3. Okay. So after that, we have 15 minus 3, which is 12. And then 10, no change. And then for C, it's a plus 3, so it's a 3. Okay, so this itself is a technique to make it easy for you to multiply. So whatever they want, for example, if it's 1/4, then you times 4. If it's 1/5, you times 5. If it's 1/7, 3 out of 7, 3 divided by 7 is very hard to use. So you times 7 first, then you divide by 7. So it's like a move forward and then move backward. Okay. So the trick here is to times the denominator. Same thing, times 1/5 times 5. Okay. So now back to B. Okay, so back to B. Can you see that 26% is very hard to do? So never mind. So for this one is again before, change after. So we put part B. So what we have here is we have A is to B is to C. Then we have a total. Okay. Then we have a, okay, this after, right, came from here. Okay, this is the same after. Okay, so we have 12, then 3. So we can write here 12, then 3. Okay, and total will be 25. And again, would you want to work on 26% of 25U? I don't think so. I don't want to do that. So it's very hard. And this is out of 100%. And then you know that 25 is, when you times 4, you get 100. So you quickly go and times 4 for easy computing. So this itself is, again, the technique that we use here. Yeah, so this is a very technique-based question rather than just solving. For kids who are not very sure of the technique, they'll just take 26% of 25 and they're going to find it's very challenging to solve. Okay? Yeah, so times 4 will be 40, 12, and 100. Okay? Then now we have an n. And of course, we have another gave. Yeah? Okay, so for the n, 26% were given to Clara. So in this case, this will be the last one. So you can see that from here, you can do a step already, which is plus 14. And in this case, it's an internal transfer. So you still need to know some basic heuristic or problem sum type. So this is a minus 14. And so 14 minus 14, you'll get 26. Okay. Okay, 26. Okay, this is the same. No change. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, what the next step is they're asking for the fraction of Barry. So fraction will be a part over whole. So this part will be 14. Okay, this part will be 14. And then the whole will be 40. So it will be 14 over 40. And make sure that you keep it in simplest form. Divide by 2, 7 divided by 2, 20. And that's the answer.